Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the NCERT Class 6 Chapter 1, that is Pattern in Mathematics, which is based on the new syllabus. I hope this video is useful to all the students who study in Class 6. So first one is pattern in mathematics. So have you seen that everything in our surrounding or in our nearby happens in a sequential way? What do you mean by, first tell me that what do you mean by pattern? What do you mean by pattern? Pattern means any regularly repeated arrangement, especially a design made from what? Repeated lines. Pattern means regularly repeated arrangement, especially a design, made from repeated lines, shapes, colors. Okay, this is the definition of pattern. So in this chapter, we are know, able to know pattern, why it is used in mathematics, right? What is used in mathematics. So this is the first things that we come to know about the pattern. If we see that pattern in mathematics start with a number, which is also in a pattern. Like we always start with 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is all whole number. And if we start from 1, 2, 3, and 4 and so on, then this is called natural number. So we always start with a sequence number or in a pattern wise. Not we write always 4, 1, 3, 0. No. So it is always we need patterns to describe anything. Suppose we see clock. Clock is always in a pattern, always follows a pattern to move. So which patterns it is followed? It follows the clockwise pattern. Like the events of weekdays and weekends, like Sunday, Monday, up to Saturday. We never see that after Sunday it comes Thursday and then Saturday, then Tuesday, and so on. No, it always follows a cycle of sequence so that everyone just follows a pattern. So why do we need patterns? Can anyone tell me that why do we need patterns? We need patterns. We need pattern. We need pattern to understand mathematical concept. And to understand mathematical concept. right? And and tell me another one, that why do we need pattern? To develop logical reasoning that we need in our daily life. Okay, so these are the things that what we are going to study in this chapter. So this chapter starts with what is mathematics. So mathematics is in large part that search for patterns. Mathematics starts with one, two, three natural number or counting numbers. So it is said that mathematics is in large part the search for patterns and for the explanation as why those patterns exist. If we don't follow a pattern, then our daily routine will be means get affected. If we don't follow a pattern, then we know that different circumstances comes in our life due to irregular ways of applying daily life programs or daily life situations. So we adjust and we follow such a pattern to minimize our problems or to uh, increase our logical reasoning, including solving problem step by step. So such patterns indeed exist all around us. So all this pattern exists all around us in nature, in our homes, schools, and in the motion of the sun. What is the motion of the sun? Can you tell me that in which direction sun will move? Yes, sun will move from east to west. The moon and stars. They occur in everything that we do and see, from shopping and cooking to throwing a ball and playing games. In playing games, to give an example, like stack ring, to understanding weather patterns and using technologies. How we use, how we, what pattern we see in in technology that is used, that is based on pattern. The best example is the binary code used in computers, which is a fundamental example of a repeating pattern or a repeating sequence. Okay, that is in technology we say that binary, binary code, that computer used in computers to understand in a mm, meaningful way, or is a fundamental example of a repeating sequence, sequence or pattern. Okay, I hope up to here everything is clear. So we move to the next one. Today we will do only the exercise 1.1. The search for patterns and their explanations can be fun and creative endeavor. Endeavor means to try hard. To try hard. That the such explanations and the for what mathematics want to search why this pattern exists and why this pattern and their explanations will be in also a fun and creative manner, so that every students can understand this chapter in a very clear and liberative way. It is for this reason the mathematicians think of mathematics both as an art and science. Mathematics is an integrated subject that we include both art and science, like motion of the planets, like how planet moves, like from west to east. That is comes in the arts geography portion, and in the science like mathematics, one, two, three, the sequence, 3 is, and so on, is a sequence. That is the gapping between two numbers only means a natural number, consecutive number. This year, we hope that you will get a chance to see the creativity and artistry involved in discovering and understanding mathematical patterns. So, in this chapter, we are going to discover and understand what mathematical patterns include. It is most important to keep in mind that mathematics aims to not just find out what patterns exist, but also the explanations for why they exist. Why they exist. Our most important factor is not that to find out where the pattern is exist and what pattern exists, but the main aim is to explain why they exist. Why they exist? Can anyone tell me? If anything is not occurs in a patterns, then we get confused. We face some problematic situations. Okay, and we think that many situation comes if we do not follow a sequence pattern or sequence things in our daily life. Such explanations can often then be used in applications well beyond the context in which they were discovered, which can then help to propel humanity forward. And the main explanation is that patterns helps to, to enhance the humanity. Okay, can you give me more example that we follow in education, a pattern or sequence? Can anyone tell me? Yes. The first one is we start our education from pre-primary, that is from nursery, KG1, KG2, and then so on. Pre-primary, then primary, then middle, then secondary, and higher secondary, and higher secondary. So this education system also goes on in a sequence. We never start that we start in class 4 and then we go to pre-primary. No, we always start with our basic conceptual concepts, that is pre-primary, where we follow some curriculum. Then primary we follow primary curriculum. Then we go to understand to make our conceptual mathematical concepts clear and in a broad manner. And this also helps to enhance the humanity. For example, here example is given. For example, the understanding of patterns in the motion of stars, planets, and their satellites led humankind to develop the theory of gravitation. The theory of gravitation also is based on the motion of the stars, planets, and the patterns also helps to give and develop a theory of gravitation, by which we can launch our own satellites and send rockets to the moon by proper following the sequence and patterns. Similarly, understanding patterns in genomes has helped in diagnosing and curing disease. Understanding patterns in genomes, this is related to biology or science, biological science, that is in curing diseases among thousands of other such examples. So there are many examples that is based in our society, in our nearby environment, that how patterns uh, helps us to develop humankind or develop our mathematical concepts clear and how technology, by using binary code, we can develop many technologies that helps us to enhance our technology system more improved. So all for all these things, we need a pattern in mathematics. So here are two questions given. Let us try to solve this question. Figure it out. What is this question? Can you think of other examples where mathematics helps us in our everyday lives? Okay, one by one. I here write the answers one by one so that it is clear to all of you. So give me some examples that we use in our daily lives. Yes, first one is managing money. Then, yes, calculating time, speed, measuring ingredients for cooking, measuring ingredients, no, like um, 50 ml or 20 ml liquid we have to pour into it. So, measuring ingredients for cooking, or just tell me one what you see around us in our homes, that shapes and measurement, shapes and measurements in designing what? Shapes and measurement, designing homes and homes and clothes. No, we always see that homes is the design of the homes is based on a pattern, like our window. It always follows a pattern. Uh, and then that we wear the clothes, it always follows a pattern so that we like and wear it. So this is the answer of the first question. How has mathematics helped propel humanity forward? How mathematics helped propel humanity forward? How mathematics helps humanity? New things involving carrying out scientific experiments. Yes, scientific experiments and research. The binary course I said previously, that binary course also helps in science and scientific experiments, so that it can run in a particular sequence, and we can launch our own satellites, own rockets to the moon, and we can follow the weather patterns, running our economy or democracy. It is really helpful that pattern also helps in running our economy and democracy, building bridges like shapes, patterns, houses structures, then infrastructures, making electronic gadgets like mobile phones, computers, and also it enhance the or support the transportation systems like bicycle, like trains, cars, planes, making calendars so that we can calculate everything in a proper sequence, with the proper sequence of a time, and we can do our daily works in a proper time. So this is how we develop humanity forward with the help of pattern in mathematics. So I hope this video is helpful to you. I will, if you like it, then comment in the session box, and we will proceed with this. So up to here, Thank you for this watching video.